Hi, my name's Lauren. I'm 20 years old. I'm a sophomore in college. Um, Defining social success is really weird, and understanding social success is really weird, and it's something that I struggle with. I do not have a lot of friends. That's not like an intentional thing. I'm not like a loner. Um, I'm just not very great at doing the whole people to people connection thing in a long-term sense. I think I'm pretty okay at like having one-off conversations and meeting people. I'm okay at meeting people and being nice and entertaining. Kind of like sometimes I feel like a little like court jester. Um, I'm okay at meeting people and talking to them and being nice and entertaining and finishing a conversation and hitting off a conversation. But sometimes it's all the time, I struggle with long-term friendships and maintaining them successfully and making something generative out of them. Not to get Eric Erickson on you, but it's a little bit of like a generativity versus stagnation thing, and I worry a lot about social stagnation and succeeding socially in a way that scaffolds later success for myself. When I was a kid, I didn't have friends for a long time. Pretty much all of elementary school, I was just like weird and I was bullied. In middle school, I made like two good friends, but they stopped when middle school stopped. In high school, I didn't formally make friends until I was like a second semester sophomore, and I kept them. I kept three friends from high school, and they all mean the world to me, and I care about them a lot. And part of that's just like development, and that's change, and that's the willfulness to maintain emotional proximity even across distances. And that's kind of a multi-party process, it's not just me. But when I went to college, I toured this campus, and this campus is about exactly 100 miles away from home. It's a 2-hour drive, which isn't long. I have to think about it when I do it, but I had the option to go to a college about 30 minutes away. I could have done it with a couple of different colleges, actually. There was one that was like 30 minutes from my mom's. There was one that was 30 minutes from my dad's. I could have gone out of state, but still been closer to home. There's a really nice big college, like 1 hour away. And instead I just chose to go to a small college in the middle of nowhere, 100 miles away from home. And this college was an unorthodox choice, but I toured all the colleges near home, and I hated them. I thought they sucked. And I think a big part of why I didn't like them was because they were so close to home. As a senior in high school, I was very eager to, I did my touring as a junior even, as like the summer in between, but I was very eager to get out. And I was very eager to do my growing up. My older sister, like, parents obviously deal with like the chick out of the nest thing and becoming an empty nester, and that can be hard. But my older sister had a lot of strife, particularly with our mom, because she did community college first, and that was like, got 1 foot out the nest, and then she went to a college close to home, and now she's got like 2 feet out the nest, but she's only 30 minutes away. And then she transferred again to a college even further away, and that was just like stressful for my mom, of like proximity to her daughter was like steadily getting further. And I was like, I have to go somewhere far. I have to go somewhere that she can't text me and be like, can you come home for dinner? And it's not because I don't like her. I'm not saying that I don't like my mom. I love my mom. But I saw my sister really struggle with trying to do growing up while our mom was like, be my baby still, please. And she meant well. But I toured this campus, and it's a small campus, once again, middle of nowhere. I think it's like 8,000, maybe less, on-campus students. But I toured it, and I felt this thing inside of me like, I need to go here. This is where I have to be. Even if it's not ideal, even if it's gonna cost a lot of money for gas, I have to go here, right? But as sure as I was about attending this college, the major downside for me was that I wasn't going to know anybody here, because all of the past friends I've ever made have been purely because of proximity. These are people that I have a class with. These are people that I have lunch with. These are people that I do a sport with, you know? Like, these are people that I'm seeing daily for years, right? For high school. And, like, our lives are intertwined. And, like, I became friends with people through other friends, you know? And it was this deeply interconnected web that was based entirely because of proximity. My cat just bit me. She's so rude. Kitty. She hates me. But I was really scared. I was really scared to go to college because I was like, I'd never really figured out how to make friends. I just conveniently acquired them. You know what I mean? But I went to college anyway because I didn't really have a choice. I couldn't change my mind, and also I didn't want to change my mind because I felt like this college is where I have to go. This is what I need to do. College friends. College is weird. I did make friends as a freshman. I made friends with my roommate, who I love. I care about her a lot. I made friends with a girl in my seminar class, like your freshman seminar, you know, where is this building on campus? How do you handle financial aid? Just like all the basics. I was friends with another individual in seminar, and I still hang out with them every now and then. I was friends with one more person, but I just kind of like see her on occasion, and we don't like hang out. That's a freshman thing though. But then my most defining relationship as a freshman was the boyfriend that I conveniently acquired. Like, first month of school, I have class with this guy. We start hanging out all the time, and I'm like, he's kind of cute, and we end up dating. And so I never had to deal with the college dating scene, and then immediately into college, I never had to like worry about finding someone to hang out with because I had the immediate pillar of boyfriend. Like, if anybody's gonna hang out with me, it's that guy. You know what I mean? But social success, I feel I want to scaffold myself and build social skill in a way that is productive and effective and applicable for me later in life. I'm attending college as an education major, as a history education major. I would like to be a history teacher. 6 through 12, I'm ready. I'm prepared for secondary education. But all of my friendships have been due to proximity and acquiring friendships, not because of my active pursuing. So I've never really figured out how to do it correctly. Like, and I feel like that's the normal way to do it. But sometimes when I go, because like they have a lot of little like education conferences around campus and like networking and talk to these people and do some fake interview, and like so many of them talk about like strategic networking and strategic connections and how to talk to a person the right way, how to do it correctly beyond just being charismatic, beyond just being like cool, to get where you want to go. Because like as an education major, if I want to be a teacher, I'm pretty set on getting a job just about anywhere I want, you know, ignoring like massively rich school districts or something that have plenty of teachers, right? There's a teaching shortage. I could get employed. Like, never fear, it's gonna happen. But getting employed where I want, and getting the type of job that I want, and getting the type of benefits that I want, like negotiating salary, like that's all part of connections. And I feel so unlearned on how to do it correctly and how to be socially correct. Because when I succeed, it's like, nice. And it's usually something palpable when I succeed. It's like, now I have this person's number, you know, now I'm talking to them regularly, maybe now I'm hanging out with them. And that's really only happened one instance this semester, but it was pretty awesome. She's a great girl who I've connected with. But like, I'm so worried about connecting professionally. I don't know how to do that because my understanding of social success is so limited right now because I've never really figured it out. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going. Like, yeah, it's weird. I feel like I'm just teetering all the time on a good and bad regular social interaction. When I succeed, like I said, when I succeed, I succeed. But when I fail, I'm either unsure if I failed or not, but I am left with this like aching pit in my sternum, a rubber band just stretched so tight across my shoulders. Or I'm really, really aware that I failed and I want to like throw myself down a long, long staircase. My sternocleidomastoid, no, I'm sorry. Like, it's weird. It's very strange, but winning and failing always feels like a coin toss. I don't know the mechanics. I don't know how to do it right. I'm awful at reading facial expressions. I'm awful at reading body language. I try very hard, to like give people the right read, and I feel like I'm delivering wrong a lot of the time. I feel like that's a problem where I'm showing the wrong emotions, I'm giving the wrong face. I have to think so hard about what my face is doing and if I'm conveying what I'm trying to convey. And I will like, the way that I communicate is I try to be really straightforward because I feel like I'm not. So I'll be like something question mark. I'm tagging that shit verbally at the end of the sentence because I feel like I don't convey it with my voice. Maybe with my face. Like sometimes I wish that's how everybody communicated, where they'd be like tone tags or something like online. Sometimes I wish they were in real life. I wish people would hold up a sign and be like, this is how I'm feeling. And I'd be like, okay, now that's the context that I need. Some Doctor Strange. Like, I don't know. I really, something like with professionalism concerned is I'm trying to like be normal schmormal with my professors. I have a problem with parasocial relationships mentally with adults. I'm trying to rein it in. I don't know how to yet. I'm gonna figure it out though. Like, I have a problem with parasocial relations with adults, but I do think that sometimes being a college professor is a bit of a thankless job. So I try to let professors know, like, hey, I appreciated having you as a teacher. Like, I give positive course evals when it's done. I try to send them emails and be like, here's what I learned, I'm applying it, care about you, thank you. But when I go and like actually have a conversation with the professor, like in real life, I am so safe behind the wall of an email. I love emails. Emails are the most perfect format of communication. Huge fan. When I have to go actually speak in real life, face to face to a professor, I would rather, I don't even know what I would rather do. Something abhorrent. I would rather get iron bowled than have to speak in real life and actually communicate with a professor. Like, I'm intimidated. I'm scared. I'm also really, really in awe of a lot of these people. Like, I've had some stupid professors, but the professors that I do actually, like, admire, I'm so scared of them so bad because I think they're so awesome and I think they're so smart. You know what I mean? One of my professors, I think she's genuinely one of the most intelligent people I've ever met in my entire life. I am so scared of her. Like, I've never been to her office. I've only ever emailed her because I genuinely, I think if I had to have a conversation with her in real life, I would just melt to the ground like a pancake, flatter than Kansas. Like, it would be serious business, and she'd have to like call the campus clinic and be like, this girl is melted on my floor, what do I do? Like, I just wish that there was like the most explicit course on earth, not sexual, the most like clarity dense course on earth that told me how to socialize, that told me how to read people, that told me how to do it correctly. like I said, I'm good at those fleeting interactions. I'm good at the times when it's just like, we're just gonna have a little conversation. Like, I'm a server at my job. I do food service. I serve. I'm only talking to these people for like 45 minutes, and I'm coming by for 2 seconds each time. And I just go, hey, my name is Lauren. We're gonna give you a thing, and I'll be $1 million. Okay, here's your Pepsi. I don't know. Like, they're fleeting, and I'm able to. Sorry. Hi, kitty. Oh, she's beating me up. She's beating me up. They're fleeting interactions though, and I just like, I'm a sophomore, right? I'm a second semester sophomore. I have summer, and then I'm a junior, and then I'm a second semester junior, and at some point during that year, I have to take this despicable thing, this despicable test that is basically like, here's everything you've ever learned about education your entire life. Are you allowed to go student teach? It costs like $300. I don't have $300. I have to do that, and then it's like next semester and last semester of senior year, and then I'm student teaching, and then it's like, then the real world is right there. It's right there. It's immediate. It's happening right now. Like, a sophomore, like being a sophomore, like it's like I'm only halfway done, right? But then it's like, oh my god, I'm halfway done. I'm running out of time. I don't have any time left, and I have to figure it out. Because then it's like, I'm tied to a grow your own program with my school district, for like educators, like would-be educators. It's not like legally binding, but if I go back to that district, I'm guaranteed an interview. Big deal, right? Big deal. This is a wealthy district. I attended school in a suburban liberal area. Okay, everybody's trying to work there. It's like, I'm guaranteed an interview. I have to figure out how to interview successfully, but I don't even know how to talk to people successfully. What do you want me to do? What do you want me? I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just need a book. I need to like, I wish there was a book. I wish there was like some inquisitive that I could take. I wish there was a Quizlet with all the answers, but there isn't. So I'm gonna have to figure it out, and this is a rant. This is a really bad rant. I wish very badly that I could figure out how to be socially successful, and I wish that I didn't have to learn it throughout the entire course of my life. I wish this wasn't a learned skill. I wish it was something that I was just imbued with naturally, kinesthetically, universally, spiritually. I don't know. I ran out of words. I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever felt like this. I don't think I have like social anxiety unless I'm in the office of a professor. I do okay socially. I like, between peers at least. Those two, whatever. Like, I think it's just like authority figures who make me so scared. Like, I don't know. I'm scared of them though. I'm so scared. My history professor this semester, I'm so scared of her. Oh my god, I'm so scared of her. I admire her so much, and I think I would pee my pants if she ever like spoke to me directly. I mean, it'd be a mess. Clean up on aisle 12. Anywho, I don't know if any of you can relate to this. If there are anybody like, if anybody's in college who's just like, oh my god, I'm a failure. I've never figured this out. If anybody's feeling the same way as me, let me know. Let me know. Maybe we can be crazy together. Maybe we can be crazy and terrified together. We can hold hands and we can frolic in a field. Ooh, it'll be so fun. But yeah, that's me today. Before I sign off, I'm gonna show you that cat who was being mean to me. Is that baby girl? Oh my god, you're so cute. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. Well, that's that. Smash that down button. I know you didn't enjoy this. Bye.